Manchester City against Arsenal on Friday in the FA Cup. Should be a very interesting match on the horizon. 2 more days to that match. It should be very, very keenly contested. Uh, I've seen a bit of previews of other channels, and I've been some very funny narrative about maybe Arteta should rotate. City can afford to rotate. We shouldn't play Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey can be injury prone. See, shut that shit down. Shut it down. See, your PTSD is just go deal with it. Go deal with it. Against Manchester City, I expect Arteta to play our best team. I expect Arteta to play our best team. We cannot afford to lose that match. Now, maybe, okay, let's scratch that. Even though we lose that match, we do not want a scandalous scoreline. You cannot afford to scar those young players. So this nonsense, this narrative being pushed that, oh, maybe likes of Lokonga should come in, holding. Stop. Let's stop it. See, Arsenal has momentum in the English Premiership. The Arsenal team are playing with confidence. Now, the FA Cup is different from the English Premiership. Fine. But we know Manchester City will want to lay a marker down to get into our psyche and tell us that regardless of how we're flying high in the English Premiership, that they are still there to knock us down or knock us off our perch. And we cannot afford that. See, I'm not going to disrespect Rob Holding. He has been a loyal servant, but he is not good enough. We can't afford to play Rob Holding against Manchester City. You are looking for trouble. We cannot afford to play Sammy Lokonga against Manchester City. You are looking for trouble. We have to play our strongest team against Manchester City. I even trust Arteta. Against Oxford, we played our strongest front three. You might argue that because we didn't have option on the table, which is a fair argument. But if you look at the Europa League, he was always playing one of his strongest defenders. Either he plays Saliba today in a fixture, the next fixture he plays Gabriel. Arteta doesn't enjoy heavy rotation because he doesn't want to distort the rhythm and the fluidity of the team. But when you go to the Etihad on Friday in the FA Cup, a cup we've won severally. We had the highest number of wins in the FA Cup in terms of trophies. And we are playing our supposed arch rivals in the league. We need to go there and show them we're here to stay. We just need to go there and show them we're here to stay. We cannot afford this rotation. We need to go there with our first 11. And I don't understand why some of you are pushing for heavy rotation when we have 7 days in between that and the next league match. So why should we rotate? Why should we rotate when we can play that game and we have 7 days of rest before we play Everton? There is no sense in rotation. Go there with your strongest team. And there's a possibility we can win that match convincingly. And there's a possibility we can lose that match. But we must not lose scandalously. We cannot afford Man City to pump us. So we need to go there, play our first 11, and see how it goes. We have a decent bench, Smith Rowe, Trossard, the attacking phase. So why should we go there and play Rob Holding when we have Saliba and Gabriel fit? Now, I might understand the goalkeeping department if you decide to play Turner. Is a very capable deputy, but I'll prefer Ramsdale. So all this talk of let's rotate a little bit, for me, is bollocks, and I trust Arteta to do the right thing. Watch out for the preview of I'll be doing the highlights of his pre-match press match conference he had today. Watch out for that content. I'll do that one after this video. I'll be dropping down after this video. Watch out for that. So we know Manchester City, Pep, are second place in the league, and they'll want to show to the world that even though they've been struggling in the league, they've lost 3 matches, they are still here to win the league. And they want to show that by making sure in the FA Cup, they give us a pushback. Even though this is an FA Cup match, it's not a league match, they want to tell us, they want to plant a seed of doubt through the FA Cup in our hearts. So we cannot afford that. There's no guarantee winner is this. There's no guarantee Arsenal win this match. There's no guarantee Man City win this match. But both teams will give it all, especially Man City. At the Etihad, trust me, they will come for everything. They will come for everything. So Arteta, in my opinion, needs to play his strongest 11. We know the likes of Haaland will play that match. De Bruyne will play that match. And if I'm going to be very, very objective, if I'm going to be very truthful, I think we stand a better chance of at winning at the Etihad. Defensively, I think we have better defenders than the Manchester City defenders. Like, which of the defenders are better on current form than our defenders? That the midfield is very arguable. Like, but if you look at the table doesn't lie. After 19 games, Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard seem to be performing better than De Bruyne, Rodri, and Gundogan or Bernardo Silva this season. Our midfield have looked better. Now, in terms of attack, the number 9 position, give to Haaland. Is a scoring machine. Nobody in Europe is scoring like Haaland, so give it to him. But in terms of the inside forward, Saka compared to Mahrez, I think Saka is having a better season. On the other side, Foden compared to what's his name? Martinelli. I think Martinelli is having a better season. Even the last few matches, he has been struggling. I think Martinelli is having a better season. So if you look at it on a balance of how both teams are performing this season, Arsenal are going to edge it objectively. Now, some of you might disagree, but just look at the table and tell me you disagree. Who is playing the better brand of football this season? I'm not saying last season, this season. Arsenal or Manchester City. Who's playing better brand of football? Arsenal. Unanimously, everybody agrees Arsenal is playing better brand of football. Unanimously, Arsenal are performing better. So why can't we go to the Etihad with our first team and actually get a win? Now, I understand Man City are a strong team. Even though this season they've not been their flawless best. They've not been their imperial best. But we know Man City on a good day can turn it on. But at the same time, this season, Arsenal on a good day, we take any team to pieces. Not only in Premiership, I believe in Europe. The way the Arsenal young team is playing, they will beat anybody. So this seems to be what you call the clash of the Titans. Manchester City at the Etihad against Arsenal at the Etihad. Guys, let me know in the comment section. Who do you think come out victorious in this match? Do you think there might be a reschedule? Do you think it will be a draw? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, try and look at the defense. Who has a better defense? I will say Arsenal has a better defense. If you look at the midfield, who do you think have a better midfield? I will say Arsenal. Based, there are metrics to this. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. Look at the metrics. Arsenal defenders have been better this season than Manchester City defenders. Arsenal have considered lesser goals than Manchester City. The midfield definitely is performing better than Manchester City midfield, not United. We're talking about Manchester City midfield. Now, the attack, we can say unanimously, Haaland is a freak, is a beast of nature, is a machine. Nobody comes close to him. Now, in terms of both coaches, Pep have won almost everything. Arteta is the apprentice who is coming up of age and is doing fantastic. In terms of managers, you give it to Pep because he has more experience. But we know Pep likes to overthink it sometimes. So let's see who will get the better of the other. Now, the last time we were at the Etihad, we were beating comprehensively 5-0 in the league. But the last time we played a competitive match, even though we lost at the Emirates, Arsenal dominated that game. But unfortunately, because of lack of experience and some Xhaka moments, we lost that match at the Emirates. But we all agree unanimously that Arsenal gave Man City a game. So I'm expecting something better than that this time. So guys, let me know in the comment section, who do you think will win the match? And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Very, very important. Make sure you stick a like on the video for the algorithm and growth of the channel. Do that. Do not forget about that. And make sure your notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.